It is Monday, December 21. Welcome to CGN News. The Caribbean Center for Human Rights, the CCHR, says that with the influx of migrants from Venezuela to Trinidad and Tobago, the Caribbean community should be asked to help. The center pointed out that Trinidad and Tobago sits next door to one of the worst human rights and humanitarian crises in modern history. Deporting people back to the risky situation from which they fled is inhumane and breaches the island's obligations under international human rights law, the center said. The center noted that the Refuge Convention says that any state too burdened to provide asylum can seek international help. Guyana's President Ifran Ali on Friday welcomed an International Court of Justice (ICJ) ruling that it has jurisdiction to hear an ongoing border dispute between Guyana and Venezuela. The demarcation may ultimately determine which country has rights to offshore oil and gas fields. He said Guyana's territorial integrity and sovereignty cannot be compromised. Ali praised the legal team and technical officers for their work on the matter and said that he's convinced that Guyana will get a final judgment in its favor, reinforcing the 1899 arbitral award. Ali said Guyana will remain united as the case progresses before the international court. Jamaica's attractions subsector received a major boost with the addition of a new $2 million nature adventure park in Sandy Bay, Lucy by Chukka Caribbean Adventures. Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett declared the park officially opened on Friday during a ceremony supported by Executive Director John Biles and CEO Mark Melville. He then toured the 26-acre seaside facility. Chukka Ocean Outpost Sandy Bay joins the list of attractions operated by the company in Jamaica, the Dominican Republic, Turks and Caicos, Belize, and more recently, Barbados. The Black River Police in St. Elizabeth, Jamaica have listed an American man as a person of interest. He is Alric Gardner, otherwise called Al of Santoy District in Orange Bay, Hanover, and New Britain in Connecticut, United States of America. He's being asked to visit the Black River Police Station immediately. In addition, anyone with information on Alric Gardner's whereabouts is being asked to contact the Black River Police at 876-965-2232, the Police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. Overseas now, U.S. President-elect Joe Biden told Mexico's President Andrés Obrador Saturday that he was committed to addressing the root causes of poor Latino migrants crossing the border into America. Outgoing President Donald Trump made tightening the southern frontier a key pillar of his U.S.-centric policy on immigration, including his fitful plan to build a border wall. The border is a major crossing point for migrants fleeing poverty, drug-related violence, and other woes in Mexico and Central America. Britain's Prime Minister Boris Johnson has announced tighter restrictions for Christmas as variants of coronavirus spread fast across the country, the BBC reports. The new variant is said to be responsible for an increase in hospitalizations, but there is no evidence to suggest that it is more severe than COVID-19 or resistant to recent vaccines. The Prime Minister said the stricter restrictions have been announced with a heavy heart, but he said when the virus changes its method of attack, quote, "we must change our method of defense," end quote. The new rules will affect much of southeast England, the BBC reports, as several people will only be able to mix indoors on Christmas Day. U.S. lawmakers on Sunday called for a strong response to a huge cyber attack on government agencies. This as they criticized President Donald Trump's unwillingness to point the finger at Russia, which has been widely blamed for the hack. The comments came after Trump downplayed the attack and undercut the assessment by his own administration that Moscow was to blame. Republican Senator Mitt Romney told CNN that it was extraordinarily dangerous. He spoke after Trump tweeted Saturday that he had been fully briefed and everything is under control. The Hackney Council has called on its residents to share ideas for names to replace existing ones on public spaces named after former slave owners in the East London borough. Cabinet member Councillor Carol Williams said slave owners and those who took the lives of so many black people should not be honored in the community. The council's newly formed community steering group has set up a series of online events pitched as an opportunity to meet, ask questions, and join breakout rooms to crowdsource ideas. The first was held on December 9 and gave participants a chance to share stories on Hackney's black history. U.S. health officials tracking possible side effects of the COVID-19 vaccine reported at least 6 cases of severe allergic reactions, prompting one Illinois hospital to pause vaccinations. Medical experts said that a chemical called polyethylene glycol, PEG, a compound most commonly used in laxatives, could be the culprit causing the reactions. PEG is an ingredient in the Pfizer vaccine as well as the Moderna Inc. vaccine authorized on Friday. But the FDA insists that most Americans with allergies should be safe to receive the vaccine. More than 250,000 shots have been given. And finally, in a rare celestial event which has not occurred since the Middle Ages, Saturn and Jupiter are set to align this evening, appearing to almost kiss each other in a dazzling display. This occurs every 20 years, but this year will be the closest conjunction since 1623, with the planets appearing just 0.1 degrees apart. Dr. Robert E. Massey of the Royal Astronomical Society told the Sun newspaper, quote, "It is a rare and spectacular event which is free, so why not go enjoy it because lockdown can't stop it," end quote. That's it for CGN News. I'm Scott Wilson. Thanks for watching.